It's no secret that the awakening experience is quite a profound one. It's such a complex process of growth and transformation that many of us often find ourselves asking if we're doing the right things. And so, in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 unmistakable signs that you are indeed doing the right things and that you are maturing, you are growing in your spiritual life. But first, let me take a moment to say hello and welcome to everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm Inspired Seeker, and on this channel, we discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then by all means join us, and I promise you will not regret that. So now that we got the formalities out of the way, guys, let's get right into it. 5 definite signs that you are indeed growing and maturing in your spiritual life. And the first sign, guys, is that your sense of peace has increased. Okay? Your sense of peace has increased. You actually beginning to crave silence, you're beginning to crave stillness, you're beginning to crave peacefulness. Okay, you can't stand noisy areas anymore. Chaos and noise sets you off because you know they interrupt with your energy field. Okay, you've fallen in love with your peaceful nature so much, you've fallen in love with your peace so much that you won't allow anybody to mess with it, so to speak. Okay, so that's the first sign, guys, that your sense of peace has suddenly increased. Okay, you crave peacefulness. You probably the type of person that spends a lot of time alone. Okay, you probably usually in solitude, either creating, reading, or just relaxing under a tree or in nature somewhere next to a water or in the park. Some, you do solitary activities, guys. This is because you have grown into your peace. Okay, you have essentially grown to embrace your peaceful nature. And not just that, you cherish these peaceful moments because you know the value of these moments. Okay, not only do you get to commune with God during these times, but you also gather insights. You clear your thoughts, you ground yourself, and you indulge in other spiritual practices. And so you've grown to value your peace, huh? And you actually crave for times to be alone. Okay, you crave for times where you could separate yourself from activities and everything and just be at peace somewhere all alone. Okay, so that's the first sign, guys. Your sense of peace has increased. Okay, the hustle and bustle of the world has become a thing of the past for you. Okay, you can't stand it. You feel it's too noisy, and so you crave these peaceful opportunities, these times of solitude where you could be alone to create or indulge in other practices. Sign number 2, guys, that you are maturing or you have matured in your spiritual life, guys, is a sense of groundedness and balance. Okay. You now operate from a position of groundedness, from a position of balance. Okay. You are no longer that type of person that gets stuck on decisions. Okay. Where you swaying here and there, huh? Now you fully grounded in your spirituality that you are able to make decisions or make plans or able to actually navigate your life from a place of groundedness, from a place of balance. Okay. You don't sway easily. Okay, you don't allow people to sway you or get you off balance easily. Okay, you really cherish the position where you are now, and you feel like you want to stay there forever sometimes, if possible. Okay, so you approach life from a place of balance, from a place of groundedness. Your decision making has improved, your choices, and overall, you have improved the way you live your life. Okay, you conduct yourself from a place of stability, so to speak. Okay, so that's the second sign, guys. Sign number three is that you prioritize your spiritual life. Okay, again, you prioritize your spiritual life, and by this I mean you prioritize your spiritual practices. Okay, you understand that we live in a spiritual world. Although we are in this physical form, we live in a spiritual world. So you prioritize your spiritual practices because you understand that once you are able to navigate the world that way, once you are able to navigate the world in the spiritual sense, the physical sense will follow. Okay, the physical aspects will follow. Uh, and so you prioritize your spiritual practices, be it meditation, be it stillness, mindfulness, be it nature walks, whatever it may be for you. Huh? You know the importance of these things. And so you prioritize them over other activities, you prioritize them over other things because you know once you are fully grounded in your spirituality, guys, sky is the limit for you. Okay. Even when you are out and about, you crave for the opportunity to indulge in spiritual practices. Okay. Maybe you love taking nature walks, right? Maybe you love to simply hang out in nature, just be in stillness, just commune with the greenery around you. Okay. You understand the importance of spirituality. You understand the importance of these spiritual practices. And so you prioritize them over other activities in your life. Whereas before you would prioritize your physical life over your spiritual life, now you prioritize your spiritual life over your physical life. Okay, so that's sign number three, guys. Sign number four is that you look inward for answers. Okay, again, you look inward for answers. Pre awakening, you might have been the type of person that was always seeking answers from outside. Okay, maybe through your coaches, your peers, your parents, your leaders, uh, and those type of things. But now you have grown to trust in yourself and your abilities, your intuition, and those type of things. And so you look inward now when you have answers. Okay, you know that everything that you seek from outside is essentially within you. And so whenever you feel stuck or whenever you feel like you have a question or any of those things, guys, you look inward first. Huh? You look inward for guidance. You look inward for the answers to the questions that you seek. Okay, you no longer require or trust an external source over yourself. Okay. Now, when I talk about external source, I'm talking about people around you whom you might have been reaching out to previously to discuss your issues with or ask certain questions and those type of things. Now you trust in your intuitions. You know that the answers will come to you through your intuition. Okay. So you look inward for answers to the questions that you have, for guidance and those type of things. You look inward. And the last but not least, guys, at number four is that you trust the process. Okay, you trust the process. And this one is a bit complex because it takes a while for us to actually trust the spiritual process, huh? Especially when we first awaken, we are a bit shaky, right? We don't fully understand what's happening to us, right? And this is essentially because we don't have so many examples around us. And when I say examples, I mean we don't have a lot of people around us who have gone through the experience. And when we go out to look for information, we find ourselves in the haystack of information. Everybody has an opinion, okay? And so it takes us a while to become grounded in the process, become grounded along the journey, and start trusting the process. But once we make this shift, once we experience certain things, I would say, right? Once we receive certain confirmations, we experience certain things, we fully dive in then, because now we know everything is real, everything is definitely possible. And so we start to trust the process a lot more. Okay. And this is even it's funny. I had a conversation with someone recently that asked me like, why do you believe all of these things? And I told him I trust the process. I trust in the universe. I trust in God, and I trust the process. I trust how my life is unfolding. Huh? Because they're like, you all alone. You don't work. You this and that. You don't live like a normal person. Like, what's going on in your head? And I was like, I just trust the process, and I'm following my guidance. That's all. You understand? So trust in the process, guys. Now, now you fully trust the process. Okay, you have detached from outcomes. Okay, you know and understand now fully that what's for you will always be for you. Okay, if it's meant to be for you, it will definitely be for you. Okay, so you've detached from outcomes. You no longer chase validation and all of those things. You are fully grounded. You are more confident in yourself. Okay. This is because you are essentially growing and maturing in your spiritual life. Okay. You're trusting the universe, you're trusting God that the way your life is unfolding is the way it's designed to unfold. Okay. So you trust in the process and you do understand that everything that you lose, it's not a loss, but rather a completion. Okay, making way for new and better things to come into your life, essentially. Okay, so that's the last sign, guy. You trust in the process. Okay, now if you are experiencing any of these signs, guys, then allow me to congratulate you guys because you're definitely growing, you're definitely maturing. You're going from a student to a master. Okay, you're growing, you're maturing in your spiritual life, so congratulations. All right, so I hope this helps, guys. If you enjoyed today's message, then take a moment to drop us a like and also share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. Also share the message with a loved one who needs to hear it. And if you're new to the channel and you found value in today's message, then by all means stick around because there should be another video or playlist popping up somewhere here. Stick around and get more information on the awakening journey, get more information on narcissism. And last but not least, guys, hype this message so YouTube could show it to more and more people like us. Other than that, I'll leave this here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.